I think those cookies are laced with a little bit of Red Bull and meth. Because number one, nothing should taste that good. And number two, after I bought 25 boxes, I was fucked up. I was on a sugar high, I was sitting in the house, I didn't know where I was. I tried to masturbate, my dick wouldn't get hard. I peed on myself, I was like, these goddamn Girl Scout cookies.
15 years.
How'd you start out?
I was a radio personality because I have a face for radio.
A face for radio.
Martin Lawrence is one of my favorite comedians. Judy Tenuta, Joe Rivers. I like Monique. Richard Pryor, and actually, I've got to give big love to Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney wrote a lot of stuff for Robin Williams and Richard Pryor. Yeah, he's hilarious. Very underrated, but he's hilarious.
You ever met him?
I met Paul Mooney in passing.
If he was standing right next to you, what would you say to him?
I would say something that he said to people. I stayed neighborhood instead of Hollywood, and I appreciate that because it stayed very grounded. If you make one person laugh and they come up to you at the end of the night and they're like, not, hey, you were the best guy on stage or whatever, that's all shit. But if they're like, hey man, that was awesome. That's when I know I've had a good night. It doesn't take like 40 people to tell me that I was great. It just takes one person to tell me that they really enjoyed themselves, and that's what it's all about. Don't try to, everyone says, oh, you're the young Richard Pryor, or you're the next Bill Cosby, or you're whatever. When you're doing your comedy, if you're a storyteller, a punchline comic, slapstick, whatever, just do you. Be who you are. And that's it. I am a dick shit cunt comic. Like, I could talk about politics. I've got 2 masters in whatever, and all that doesn't matter. When I step on stage, I'm kind of a raunchy, crass guy, and like, not that that's who I am at my fiber, but I want people to laugh. So I always try to be true to myself. And that's how I learned to really enjoy my own personal comedy, and from my colleagues, my brothers and sisters are like, you know what, you're most comfortable on stage when you're being yourself. And that's what it's all about. Comedy is the embodiment of when you tell a joke or you hear a story or whatever, and someone goes, right, I get it. That is comedy. When the audience completely can relate to the comic and they're like, you know what? That shit happened to me. That's comedy. That's comedy. Because then it's very enjoyable. That's what comedy is. It's a relatable, funny situation, experience, lifestyle, etc. That's what comedy is. For me, anyway. Come with no expectations and leave with maybe knowing a little more about me. I hope.
Where can they get information about you? Do you have a webpage?
Yes, I do. You can go to Paul Buc Gittens. Originally I was Buck Nasty, now I'm just Buck. You can go to Paul Buc Gittens on Facebook. You can go to my YouTube page, CCYBIL007, or again, Paul Buc Gittens. That's where you can find me. So my website is Paul Buc Gittens.
Right? And Leia gets shot in the arm, but she pulls her blaster really close. And Han leans over and the guards come up and he sees the blaster and he was like, I love you. And she's like, I know. And in that moment, Myra, who is my wife, we both looked at each other and looked at the screen and we're like, we are fucking Han and Leia. I am Han. Why would I not be Han? Right? I know y'all were thinking maybe Lando Calrissian for obvious reasons. Sexy, handsome chocolate. Yeah, I know, I got it.